1, 2, and 3. In this first beaker, we're going to place a spoonful of sand that has not been treated. Okay, so we're going to put this. So we get a little bit. I get about a spoonful. Now this is sand that has not been treated right here. And as you see, it just turns to muddy water. We have a muddy water mixture. This is sand that has not been treated. Okay? We're going to set this aside. We're going to bring over one that has been treated. And let me get a paper towel. Now we're going to get what we call some dry sand. Some dry that has been treated. And we're going to put it in some water. Same amount. And as you see, when it went down to the bottom, it clumped. Because it's hydrophobic, as you saw before with the sand that's not treated, it turned to cloudy water. We'll bring that right back over here. And we'll pick some of this up. And as you see, that it's just pure mud right here. It's just pure mud. Rinse that off. Dry it off a little bit. Now we're going to pick up some that has been treated. And take a look at it. As you see, it came straight up. And then, as you see, there's water. The water is running off. And if you can see here on the desk, that it's still dry. You put it back in there, and you see it clumps down there in the bottom because it is hydrophobic. And the sand is still dry. Sand is still dry. Okay, we're going to take some household oil. We're going to set these aside right here. We're going to take some oil and pour it in here. And we know oil is going to float on the top. As you can see in here, the oil is floating on the top. I'm turning it around so you can see that. And we're going to place some treated sand in there. And as you see, it dropped down to the bottom. But what it did was, it took that oil substrate and took it to the bottom. Now I'm going to pull some out of here and we're going to take a look at it. Remember, the sand we had earlier that we poured on the desk is dry sand, and this is it right here. Dry. And what we have here is that oil that was in the water. This is the oil that was in there. I'm going to drop it back in here. And you see it went straight down to the bottom. Now if you look at this right here, you probably can't tell the difference. But I'll pull this up. And you can see the water just run away from that sand that's in there. And this is what it does. It attaches itself to the substrate when it comes in contact with it. And like I said, because it is hydrophobic, it doesn't adhere to the water. it repels the water. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour a little bit of more oil in here. Pour some oil. Now I'm going to take some sand that has not been treated, and I'm going to sprinkle it on top of the water. And as you can see, it did nothing to the oil. The oil is still floating on top. The oil is still floating on top. And that sand just went to the bottom and made mud. So I'm going to take some more treated sand. I'm going to sprinkle it on top where this oil was, and you'll see it go down to the bottom. And there it is. I'm going to put a little bit more to get rid of that oil. It's floating on top. Okay. And if we take that and we see that oil that was floating on top, it's right there. It's right there. So this can be applied to anything, gasoline, any type of spill where there's water and you want to contain it and separate it. This sand is ideal for it.